Hi, good morning. It's Thursday, April 16th. Today you're being assigned the 7-3 quiz on Edge Elastic. So the purpose of today's video is to show you the problems that are on the quiz. There are 6 of them, and also to kind of give you some hints and tips and tricks on them. I'm not going to do them for you, but that would make it too easy. But I will give you some idea how to solve those. Your daily board today, we have here's your assignment, 7-3 Part A quiz. I do have a couple of Pinterest posts. PE teachers when someone breaks a leg. PE teachers when someone takes a heart attack. PE teachers when someone kicks a basketball. That's probably not, but I bet you miss your PE teacher, huh? And this reminds me of my dogs because our basement door is usually open for the cats. Want to freak her out? Cock your head and look down into the dark basement, kind of like something's down there. Yeah, that works. It does freak people out. All right, so the 6 questions that are on your quiz today. This is number 1, okay? All of these questions are set up so that you have to solve for the hypotenuse, so they're very straightforward. Remember, you're going to be, I need a pen. Remember that you're going to be using the Pythagorean Theorem, which is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Okay, and I'm very fond of calling it leg squared plus the other leg squared equals the hypotenuse squared. Yeah, I'm never going to get that whole word in there. The legs are the 2 sides that make up the right angle. Okay, so 10 and 24 are your legs. So for this problem, you would do 24 squared plus 10 squared equals c squared, which is always the hypotenuse. Then you figure out what 24 squared and 10 squared are, add those together, and then remember the last step is always to take the square root of that number, and then you'll have c. Now, a lot of these problems work out, perfectly nicely, and you get whole number answers, but some of them you're going to have to round. This is problem number 2. Perry wants to build a banister for the staircase in his home. The height of the staircase is 5 feet, and the horizontal distance from the bottom to the top of the staircase is 12. So once again, you see these are your legs, 12 and 5, and you're solving for the hypotenuse. So you will set this up just like you did the last one, 5 squared plus 12 squared equals c squared. Figure out what these are equal to and add them together. And then lastly, take the square root, and that will give you the length of the missing side. Question number 3. Right triangle EFG and the lengths of 2 of its legs are shown. What is the length of GF? Now when they write it like that, GF, that means they want to know the length of the line segment that starts with G and ends with F, which is the hypotenuse. So again, you would do leg squared plus the other leg squared equals the hypotenuse squared. You plug these in, find out what 13 squared is, find out what 84 squared is, add those numbers together, and then take the square root of those. Another one, just like the others, okay? You've been given the 2 legs. See here you have the flagpole length, and you have the distance from the flagpole. Those are the legs because those are the 2 sides that make the right angle. You want to find the distance of the hypotenuse, okay? So you'll do 6 squared plus 12 squared equals c squared. And then from there, you figure out that 36, 144, add them together, take the square root of that number. All of these problems are going to be solved the same way. Even though they might look a little weird like this one, this is still a right triangle. You've got this is a leg here, and this is a leg here, and this is the hypotenuse, which remember in my last video I introduced you to the term slant height. It's also a slant height. But same thing, you take the 2 legs, you square both of them, and you use them to find the side you don't know. Oh, I know, I wrote an X there. Well, it was labeled X, okay? You could have also written a C. It doesn't matter. Figure out what those 2 are equal to, add them together, take the square root of that number. Last example is a pyramid. Okay, the pyramid has This is actually interesting because they've given you a number you didn't need, okay? They've thrown this 7 centimeters in here. It really doesn't help you. All you needed were the legs. This leg is 5, and this leg is 15. So when you're solving this one, don't use that 7. It's not part of the problem. You don't really care what that distance is, okay? So you would do 15, oop, that's messy, 15 squared plus 5 squared equals c squared. Just like the other problems, figure out what these two are equal to, add them together, and take the square root of the number. Okay? So that's your quiz for today. I hope you do really well on it, but if you don't, feel free to send me an email or something, and I'll reopen it for you. I did want to mention something I forgot to mention on the first screen here. This is my Google Voice number. Since you can't reach me at school anymore, if you need to ask me questions or ask for help, you can call me during school hours, please, or text me anytime at this number, and I'll respond. Okay? Well, good luck on your quiz. I hope you have a good day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.